Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lynx's channel. We're, of course, sitting here once again with Mike, and we want to have a little update on the play to earn thing you put forward. Mike, tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, we've been in a really good kind of situation, visibility in Southeast Asia. And for those of the people that don't know, play to earn and the game, a blockchain game where I can buy an asset and start playing it, and it increases in value, is something that's really taken off. And it's taken off not just as a game, but as an economy. And a couple of things that are interesting: a company called Axie Infinity, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard about because they've made the news a lot. They just crossed $4 billion in total sales. And this is a Vietnamese-owned company where 40% of the players are in the Philippines. And so because we operate in the Philippines, and that's kind of our business market is Southeast Asia, what we're able to see is people are getting involved and playing the game because of COVID, because they were locked up in their houses. They weren't allowed. These countries didn't get checks, from the government. They lost their jobs. I mean, it was a pretty dramatic and instantaneous thing. So all of a sudden there you had this massive uptake where people were able to play the game, get online and actually earn income. And they were actually able to earn a living wage, $300 a month, $400 a month. And then this became a new thing and it started taking off. What was really extraordinary is the next kind of level of how the ecosystem evolved. Because then obviously, like anything, as the asset became higher and higher demand, it became more and more expensive. So now the people that were playing the game couldn't afford to play the game. So then you created this whole new concept that just organically grew of scholars, where the beauty of blockchain is that, I can build into the contract. So, Mike, you can buy the asset, you hire me to pay. We can build a revenue share right into the asset itself. And I get 30% and you get 70%. And we negotiate away on that. And that's the extraordinary thing. So now you had this new derivative where now you have people that are investing, and all of this happened outside of the regular economy and out of this. So that's been extraordinary, and it's a new economy. It's a full ecosystem within blockchain. But what that means to us, and what do we see with that, is our business model at the end of the day is we are that financial technology layer between the physical and the virtual. How do we get money? At the end of the day, there's problems that you have with crypto and blockchain, and digital assets is still the same.
Yeah.
Very expensive to cash out, very difficult to cash out. How do I do it? How do I buy my groceries? If people are, as we saw, people are playing these games so they can, pay their bills, put a roof over their head, all that kind of stuff. How do you do that? And that's really the problem that we're focused on. We're focused on how basically anybody can take it, play the game easily, essentially cash out. And the way ecosystem is going to work is, and we're able to do this again because we own the bank in the Philippines. We have the technology that we bought with StyloPay, which is probably what we feel is the most advanced kind of integrated payment network platform. So think of it this way: somebody is there, they're in the Philippines, they don't have access to a bank account, they don't have any ability, they're playing the game, but now they have a card. And once they can do is they can cash out of the token where the wallet sits, and then in that converts into fiat. Now they have that still in their wallet on their card, and now I can take that card and I can go to a point of sale machine, I can tap it, I can go to e-commerce and buy something, or I can go to an ATM or a cash out point and get cash itself. So now what we've done is we've created that full cycle of how people can live in that. And I think that's our role. And that's what we feel that we'll be the very first people to really demonstrate that, of how do I go into the virtual and bring that into the physical and back again. That's the key part too, is how do I make that around? And so we see that with the metaverse as well. You and I are sitting in the metaverse, and we can be around the world, I mean, as we are right now, and we can interact directly. I can hand you money. And it's right now we're limited because we have our MetaMask account, we have our tokens. But what if I don't want to worry about that? What if I actually want to come to you and I want to send you money, and I can meet you and I can hand the money to you, and the money automatically goes onto a card or a wallet, and then you can go out and buy groceries with it, or you can go to the store. So this is the part that we're building, and this is the value that we see in the metaverse as well, is it's that same interaction. If I send you money, you literally have to send me a message back saying, hey, I got it.
Yeah.
So we want to close that loop. We want to be able to do it. I go into a store in the metaverse, I don't want to have to worry about doing involved, conversions and go to my exchange and that kind of stuff. I just want to say, hey, I want to pick what currency I want to do and I want to pay it. And I think that's really our big objective, along with all of our, bricks and mortar products and services in the fintech space that we're delivering. This is the vision that we're after. And I think we're really well positioned in the market that we are with the technology partners and the work that we did last year.
Yeah, agreed. That closing that feedback loop is very important, as you said, to be able to go from fiat to cyber currency and to digital currency and then back to fiat and so on. And you know what? I think that's somewhat of one of the few obstacles remaining, stopping more people from even getting involved in the first place.
Yeah, I've been amazed at the take up of the play to earn because, and this is really what's kind of amazing. It's difficult. Like I've tried 3 or 4 times and I always just opt out because it's just, okay, I can't set up. But, people are sitting there with phones, with internet connectivity that's not as good as ours, with devices that aren't as good as ours, and yet they're getting on and they're playing these games. I don't think that part of it is a fad. I think that we are creating a new structure, a new economy, which games are, which games aren't, how they come, that'll come and go. But this ecosystem that we're moving into, I think is actually proven to be a much more efficient way of doing things.
Agreed. Well, Mike, thank you for coming on and explaining the world of play to earn and how Lynx plays into it. If anyone watching has any questions about Lynx's role in it, let us know and we'll happily dive into it further. But for now, Mike, any closing words?
Just that I think that everything that's going on in the world today, I mean, we still see that we're in for a time of change, but we're also at a time where everybody's kind of reaching out and they're connecting and they kind of want to interact, outside of what's happening. And I think, that whole world is exciting. I think there's new economies that are happening, and we're really keen to participate in that.
Perfect. All right, Mike. Well, again, thank you for your time today. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for another video coming soon, and have a wonderful day.